things. We had a fun episode just yesterday, and it had a lot to talk about the NFL and NBA and all that's been going on.
Yeah.
And we have breaking news today, right afterwards, that Aaron Donald retired, and we wanted to get back on here and react to the news. Alec, what are your thoughts on this Hall of Famer retiring suddenly this offseason?
Yeah, very much shocked me. Like, woke up this morning and saw the notification from Schefter. I was like, oh, snap. Wish we got this news yesterday when we were recording, but we had to come back and talk about it for sure. I mean, it's not a complete surprise, only because it was rumored he might retire after that Super Bowl. Him and Sean McVay actually had rumors of retirement looming, but both of them obviously opted to come back and run it back and try to win again. And obviously that didn't happen, but Aaron Donald still, like, definitely is going to go down as one of the greatest players of all time, greatest defenders of all time, obviously a Hall of Famer, got that Super Bowl ring, got those Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, all the accolades. It's a career well worthy of Hall of Fame and retirement at this point. So
absolutely,
all the best wishes to him, and hopefully the Rams can find somebody to try to replace. You clearly it's hard shoes to fill for Aaron Donald there on the line, but hopefully they can find a piece or two that can help fill the hole that's going to be left from Aaron Donald's absence.
Correct. Definitely an all-time great, as you said, one of the greatest of all time. Folks have been sharing highlights of his and what's been, and to show just how great of a player that he was. Most notably, images like the one you see now of him being blocked by 4
and quadruple team.
Him at his peak was so unstoppable that one guy or 2 guys, 3 guys, as you can see, weren't enough. You'd send the whole O-line at him just to keep him contained, and definitely was a force that was rare in the league. Even though the league is full of special talents, he still stood out amongst them all. Definitely what we missed in LA and across the league. So yeah, just salute to him for an all-time great career. Surely will be a Hall of Famer. Looking forward to his speech and all on the way. And just happy for him that he's able to retire this young still. He's able to go and be with his family and do all the things he wants to do post-career and not have to, I guess, feel pressure just about the NFL and what all comes with it, because he gave his all when he was on the field, and we all appreciate him greatly for it. So, yeah, salute to a great career. We'll talk about the next steps for the Rams in a moment, but I can't even say it, but just any last thoughts on just his presence and what he meant to the league during his time here?
Yeah, I mean, it says a whole lot when, as a defensive player especially, you can unanimously be voted as the best player in the league by your peers.
Right.
Like, it's typically going to be held that spot by a quarterback. It's very much a quarterback's league and an offensive league. But when you got the whole league says, no, like this guy's different. This guy's different. We have to change our whole game plan when we're going against this guy. You know that you're a special type of talent, as you have the picture there, him getting quadruple team. There's several more of those pictures of him getting double, triple, quadruple teamed, but teams all across the league. And he truly was a one-of-one talent there. So he will be sorely missed. But once again, just congratulations to him on a great career.
Congrats to him. Definitely, again, as we said, looking forward to what all is next with his life, just Hall of Fame speeches and all kinds of stuff. And being the guy that just showed how much passion he had for the game. And there were clips that have gone viral of, for example, when he sat down with the pivot and talked about how he breaks down film with other players, things of the sort. Hopefully he still around in some capacity and we're able to continue to appreciate his knowledge that he has, because what you see right here is not just because of how physical that he was. There's also a lot of mental game that he mastered as well that we'd love to hear him talk about more as his life goes on. So yeah, just again, full appreciation of him. Thank him for his contributions. It's going to be a great moment celebrating him when he enters the Rams Ring of Honor, or however we want to do it. Just looking forward to all the great celebrations for him on the way. So yeah, good stuff with him directly. Now, as we turn towards the Rams, does this set us somewhat into a rebuild sooner than we thought? What do the Rams do now as a response to Aaron Donald retiring?
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of the anchor of that defense, especially after we lost a couple guys the previous year. And like I said, it's going to be it's going to be tough shoes to fill, especially on that line, but just on the defense as a whole. I mean, he makes the job of the secondary that much easier with the pressure that he's able to get on the quarterback. So it kind of hurts multiple like phases of that defense
Correct.
having him gone. So I mean, obviously, like you see Kobe Turner there, he had a great rookie season. And we had a couple guys bringing in Darius Williams was great as well.
Yep.
And we had a couple guys who stepped up last year, but the defense clearly was the weakest unit, even with Aaron Donald. So yeah, I don't know if I want to say rebuild because you still have an offense that I think
Mm-hmm.
is primed to compete with some of the best teams in the league. But
Sure.
yeah, I mean the defense will need some rebuilding for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, got some jumps to make still. Luckily, we're in a space last year where we had Donald there, who was the vet that led the way for us, but we still had young guys who were stepping up and emerging. So we don't have to go into a full rebuild now because of what Artie's been put into place. But guys will for sure have to step up now a little bit more than they would have had to in the past, with Aaron Donald's presence now being removed from the middle. So, as you point out, Kobe Turner and others that have stepped up early on in their careers, we want to continue to see them make them steps. Kobe Durant on that secondary, now being potentially secondary to Darius Williams in that corner spot. Hopefully, taking a little bit of pressure off of him will allow him to continue to bloom and move in the right direction, at least amongst others who are continuing to find their way. And there's room, as you see, the couple spots where that second spot is still blank. We might still have room to sign some people or make some moves in the draft properly to get us going fully. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we move. I don't think we need a full rebuild, as you said. But yeah, looking forward to see what guys continue to step up this upcoming season. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff for sure. Still going to be going on in LA, even without Aaron Donald no longer leading the way there. So we'll be locked in on it all for sure.
Definitely.
So yeah, good stuff on the defensive side, and we'll continue to keep eyes on that for sure. On the offensive side,
Jimmy.
I'm shaking my head just because he's here. It's not really a big deal because Matt Stafford is still here and so he's bounced back and all of that. So that is more comical than anything. But any thoughts on Jimmy G being added to the roster in the last day?
Not a whole lot of thought. Like I think he's a decent backup quarterback, so I'm not mad at that signing. I joked about Stetson Bennett erasure. I don't even know if he's still on the roster actually.
I think he has some issues going on off the field, so
okay.
He's on the roster but not fully around at the moment. So
sure.
yeah, I'm leaving it alone for right now.
For sure. But
he's on the depth chart right now for sure though. He's on here.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, we've seen Jimmy step into a starting role when he needed to, and just be fine, like be good enough, like to help a team advance, but not good enough to get them over the hump.
Right.
The hope is that you won't even need to have to get to him. Like you hope that Stafford will be healthy once again and be able to make it through another great season with the weapons that we have on offense. But it's a great backup to have because you've seen him be able to do it for other teams. So.
Yeah, I only have no deep dive on it. Hopefully, we won't have to use him too much because Matt Stafford will be healthy for the majority of the season and things. So excited for that. The comment I made to you was that looking at Jimmy G's career, he went from New England to San Francisco to Vegas, and now he's in LA. Does he have the best, just city-wise, career path that you've seen recently, that you think of recently?
I mean, I don't know. Are you counting New England just because of like the success there, or like Boston as a city, or?
Well, I mean, I guess what happened afterwards. He started in New England.
Okay. Because like the next three, like like San Francisco, Vegas,
LA, and Vegas, and then LA. It's he knows where he wants to go, where to be at.
Oh yeah, like he knows how to have fun for sure. We've seen him off the field as well. So coming to LA, it'll be interesting to see who he's getting dinner with in this city. But I think he's for sure secured various bags, and he's had some nice elements to play in for sure.
Yeah, definitely fun stuff. I guess somewhat to that. If you were a player yourself, would you rather be a player that just city-wise that bounces around a bunch of cities and gets to play up kind of everywhere, or would you rather be kind of a Matt Stafford where you play in Detroit and LA and that's it? How would you do it?
No hate to Detroit, but I don't know if I'd want to play several years there. They're kind of turning it around as a franchise, so it might be a little better nowadays. But I feel like it depends on like what type of man you are. Like if you're a family man, you're not gonna want to move a whole lot of cities. But I mean, if you're young,
Who's that?
if you're
For
if you're
Jimmy, at least, I mean, respectfully.
exactly. And we don't know Jimmy as a family man, so clearly he likes to get around a bit. But yeah, if you're a young guy and just kind of want to have fun and get your biggest bag that you can, like it makes sense that you're gonna hit as many spots as you can, secure the biggest bag and secure the uh, nicest city you can possible. But me myself personally,
Mhm.
I feel like if I could land in a spot where like I really enjoy, I wouldn't want to move a whole lot. Like it's nice to kind of just be situated and have your setup there and not like be worried about like having to uproot your life every couple of years. But
Mhm.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think I'll go somewhat Jimmy G route. I wouldn't mind bouncing around through a couple of nice cities, get drafted wherever I get drafted. And after that, if I can get to the Bay for a little while, I'll go in the Bay and chill out there for a little while. If I can get to Vegas for a little while, get to Vegas for a little while, chill out. And then and in LA, I'm chilling.
Chill out in Vegas. Okay. All right.
Just a little pit stop. Ain't never
Hey,
hurt nobody. So
hey, Violet
yeah.
Myers is already in LA, man. So you ain't gotta go
Out,
nowhere.
man. What you doing? What got to do with me? My God.
I don't know who's in
Crazy.
Sacramento, but
Hey, relax. Relax. But no, I think just city wise, as I've begun traveling myself, there's a lot of good cities out there, so it'd be cool to kind of bounce around and play in a few. If you stuck in the Matt Stafford route, you stuck in Detroit for a while. I don't know how that would feel, but I salute to Jimmy G for what he's doing and how he's maneuvered throughout his career and staying around after all this time, even through all the jokes and ridicule for whatever he does on the field. He continues to get the bag. And we'll see what he does for the Rams if called upon this upcoming season. So, just interesting things going on with the Rams right now for sure.
where did
We'll continue to keep eyes on them. Yeah, anything else you want to add? Go
where
ahead.
did where did Flacco just sign? Because that was a guy I would have liked for them to pick up as a
Oh,
backup QB as well.
he just signed
He got a decent bag, like 7 or 8 million, I think.
the Colts.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't know if I want that career. But Baltimore and then the Jets and then
Cleveland.
Cleveland and then Indianapolis. Yeah, that one's not for me.
No, I was
That
just
one
asking from the standpoint of the Rams because I thought he would have been a good backup to bring in
for
behind
sure.
Stafford, but yeah, I mean, I'm cool with Jimmy G. Like
Yeah,
he's not a great QB, but he's solid.
I missed the explanation for why they went for him instead. I'm sure there was some. I don't know. Beyond this picture, there must be some ties there that led to him getting this bag. So if he finessed something again, then salute to him. And like I said, we'll hope for the best while he's here. So we'll continue to play close attention to what's going on in LA as things play out, and hope that we continue to just build in the right way, even after, as we mentioned to start, Aaron Donald has retired as he has. So salute to him. Looking forward to all that's next. For those watching right now, again, make sure you're tapped in with us on LA Sports Report. A lot of your stuff coming to you guys there each week. You guys watch us live here on YouTube, Twitch, and on Twitter. But if you guys want to go watch things broken down to segments, it'll be on LA Sports Report each week. And we appreciate y'all showing love there when you can. So, good stuff on that side.